Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. I didn't realize what time it was. I was reading, before I come on, I usually read one more time what's going on, and I got carried away. Having said that, hi, Glorious E, Marilyn Johnson, Unconditional Love Taro. It's in the music, Diana. I'm making sure my mic is okay. Yeah, I have some stuff on me, but I'm not going to worry about that now. Okay, I know that, there are a few men stories going on today. To me, the most shocking, and that's what I have been warning about, the FBI raid in Georgia, Fulton County, Georgia. And those are the type of things that I have been warning everyone about. Trump is going to lose, intuitively, I feel, the House and possibly the Senate. The thing is, if we are not careful, and Democrats don't keep their eyes on the prize, because, we have a lot of lawyers, people that can help us counter some of the stuff that they are doing. But I believe it was O'Donnell who said that last night, or somebody in the O'Donnell show who said it. The way this administration goes about cheating at everything that they do, and also breaking the law, any little thing they find, they use it. And that's what's been concerning to me as far as the 2026 election. Well, I got confused there for a second. I wanted to make sure. And this is part, FBI going there, whatever information they're looking for, okay, is part of them trying to find a way to cheat, to discourage people from voting, and they're going to use every tool they possibly can. But what they are not counting on, they are making the mistake, intuitively, I feel, as we speak, with the agents they have going, attacking people on the streets, basically violating our rights. They are trying to get us used to it. Some people, journalists have said it, some people in the media have said it, but it's true, okay? They have two reasons for doing this: to distract us, because they know what they are doing gets us angry. And the other thing is the election. The Epstein file and the election. Those are the two reasons they are doing what they are doing. Anything they can do to get us angry, lose sight of any other thing, anything else that they are doing, they feel it's going to work for them. I feel potentially they will still lose the election in November because of the anger I've been saying that's been building. And let me give you an example. I don't know how many of you have seen a poll taken by Fox News from the MAGA base. If I'm not mistaken, 59% of them disagree with the way Trump's agents are going about arresting people and killing Americans. So that's to prove my point. by the time November comes around, they're going to continue doing this, okay? Unless Thune and Mike Johnson make a decision, because I know they're talking. They know we are sitting on the tender box, and this thing can explode at any time. And I just read something a little while ago. A professor said, who studies history, wars and all that kind of stuff. He said, the way Trump is sending his people to Minneapolis, the way they are behaving, that's what sparks civil wars. And it seems like the same people last year, they think they are the only one with weapons, or they are the only one who knows how to use weapons. It's so dumb to me. That guy, Poole, who was being paid, him and a whole bunch of other guys, influencers, MAGA influencers, who were promoting civil war last year. It seems like the Bulwark has created a video about that. I didn't have a chance to see it. But my friends, they think they're going to win. I have news for them. They've been talking about this for a very long time. Anyone who's not MAGA, who's thinking, a lot of people are preparing themselves. On top of that, former military and military. MAGA has a problem. They simply don't know about it. And to believe that's what I feel. So I'm just telling you guys, no, put your mind at ease. And to whatever I feel, there's a very good chance they won't be able to trigger an all-out war, because we are enraged, but not out of control. And we know what to do and let them make themselves look bad. So we're not going to let them trigger us. But what the FBI is doing, okay, it's all in preparation to basically interfere, find a way. I'm moving my camera because it seems like a little bit of the TV was showing. Yes, Trump is basically, and his lawyers and staff are looking for ways. Anything, however small, but a whole bunch of small things can have a major effect. And that includes triggering a firefight somewhere or something, even if he has to shut down say, well, we can't hold the election. According to experts, not me, he can't do that. But they can generate enough fear for people to stay home. But basically, what the activities, and the FBI raiding that warehouse, taking all that information, and to whatever, there's a very good chance it may blow up in Trump's face and the people around him. But let me tell you guys, I'm moving to the second topic on my title. Okay. Not the side, I'm talking to the third topic, Minneapolis. I feel everything, or most of what Tom Homan, I think that's his name, Homan, said this morning, he's going to try to do, because intuitively I feel what he's doing. Okay, I know I skipped Trump's health. I'll get to it in a few seconds once I'm done with this. Like I've been saying to you behind the scenes, there's a lot of fighting. Okay. Tom Homan right now, I don't know if his first name is Tom, I don't remember, but Homan, okay, he feels he has a leg up and he has Trump's ears. And since he has experience, because according to report, he worked for Obama and some other administration, I don't know, at DHS. And he knows how to do, deportation, arrest, and all kinds of stuff. What he's doing, I feel intuitively, he has convinced Trump after Trump called him because he was out of the loop. Norm kept him out of the loop. Now, Norm is not looking very good. Okay. His plan is to make, since he has Trump's ears, he has explained to Trump what he should do. He should do what is in his best interest at this point, which is to de-escalate, okay, and use a more efficient approach to deport people. And that's why he was mentioning targeted arrests. He's going to try to do that. But he too, he wants to get back at Norm, Lewandowski, Miller, and a couple of others because of the way they treated him. And he'll be successful to a degree. And to a degree, I feel Miller right now is not looking very good, and Holman is not helping. He's going to try to do a better job. I feel he will succeed about 80% or so. Because right now he knows what Trump wants, and to a degree, I feel, well, we all know. But he could go in there and really mess things up or make it worse. Okay? Yes, it can get worse. But since he has his own agenda, he wants to get back at these people. And if possible, I don't know how they're going to do this or how he thinks they can do it. I don't know. But he wants either the first spot or the second spot. I don't know if you don't need to be Senate confirmed for the second spot. Okay. But he wants a better position than where he's at right now. But he has already explained to Trump, you got to be smart about this, blah, blah, blah. He made a case to Trump to let him do it. And I feel he was pretty successful. It made sense because he's done this. Miller has never been in the field. Miller just bark orders. Norm is even worse. Lewandowski is full of arrogance. They don't know squat. So none of them are going to be able to stand up to him because of his experience. So they are all, and also his age, and he's smarter than they are. So Holman is going to carry the day. And my prediction is still Stephen Miller may get the boot. He's terrified right now because, remember guys, I told you, well, it's a common knowledge that he lives in the military base. What are they going to do if he loses his job or his security detail? Security detail. That's their biggest worry right now. He thought he was going to win the battle of not only being able to deport 3,000 people a day regardless whether they committed any crimes or not. American citizen, together with anyone paper who doesn't have any paper. You are innocent. You never did anything wrong. He doesn't care. Old, sick, out. Guess what? Intuitively, I feel the knives are out for Miller and Norm and a couple of others in the White House. And I mean, not only us, the public, people in Congress and in the Senate, because they are tired of this and they know what the sources of this shenanigan, who is pushing this, because they don't want to lose the election, but at this point they don't have, they almost don't have any choices. They're blaming him. A couple of senators, if I'm not mistaken, this morning or yesterday I heard, were demanding that Norm and Miller be gone. Oh, I think Sanders, Senator Sanders. He's one of them. I mean, he's not a Republican, he's an independent, and he caucuses with Democrats. I'm aware of that. So that makes 3 senators. I mean, all Democrats, but he's the one. His picture was shown under the caption that the people who want Miller out. My friends, everyone, I'm sorry, before I say, there is something that has yet to be fully developed, or fully developed. It's the notion that in America, we have government-sanctioned killing, among other bad acts that are being perpetrated on everyone. And it's not going to stop anytime soon, because Miller, according to reports, Miller and Vance and those people, they want to double down. They don't just want to walk away. And they're going to trip themselves up and fall. That's my prediction. Trump is going to go down with them. But what's coming for those people, it's going to become obvious in the not too distant future. That guy, I forget it, Poole, his last name is Poole, but I don't remember his first name, but his last name is Poole. He's a MAGA influencer on X. He's been there a long time. If you were to do a search for Poole, I'm sure he will come up. Okay. I believe it's Tim Poole. Tim Poole, that's his name. All these people intuitively, I feel, and the not too distant future, when everything that has happened up to now begin to sink into their minds, that what they are hoping for, it will be evident how badly they will lose. They'll back off. And let me say something else. I feel I would not be surprised, because the MAGA, they know one another. I don't know who they are affiliated with, which group they are affiliated with, whether it's Proud Boys, 3%ers, or whatever. But there is a group of them, it feels like to me, who would like to start a civil war, or at least go around and hurt, people who are liberals. Remember that. But they too, they lose. Yes, unfortunately, they may hurt some people, but it's going to be a lesson to them not to try it. They are so desperate, and some of them right now are clamoring Trump should not back down. The public is against them. They're not responsible for anything. All they do is collect money, whatever money Trump or Russia is paying them to turn this country upside down. So they don't care. But it's going to become obvious. And they're not so distant future. And the groups, whatever groups they have, who are preparing to go out and whatever it is they want to do, it won't go very well. That's my prediction. And but I feel Minnesotan, I hope I'm saying that right. None of you have corrected me so far, so I guess I'm using the right word. With the help of the rest of the country, I feel intuitively, I feel like most of the country, if not emotionally supporting the people of Minnesota, the way they've stood up, or they've been standing up and said, no, we're not going to go for this, are going to continue to fight, and they will win. That's my prediction. Today is a small victory. According to report, Trump has said they're going to start withdrawing some agents from there. That's a small win. But stopping the abuse and bringing these people to justice. Oh, do you guys remember I told you Minnesota is going to go after those perpetrators and anyone who committed crime there? They're going to go after them. I don't know how many of you saw the interview that Governor Walz gave on MSNBC last night. He said that. This is going to be very interesting. And also, other states are preparing themselves for whenever Trump's goons, they land in those areas. If they continue to do what they're doing in Minneapolis, they're going to be arrested. It has not gotten nasty yet. The next phase, my prediction, it's going to be state authorities picking up those guys. They're running around looking like military. It's unbelievable. I should post a picture. Some of did not mind. I'll have to look to see if I can buy one. Okay, create a thumbnail with one of them. Those ICE agents and their outfits. Oh my God, it's like, in fact, a veteran on X, that's part of the reason why I'm late. I was reading what he wrote. He said the way those guys dress and the armor that they are wearing, they look like they are ready to go to fight in Fallujah. I don't know how many of you, Fallujah is one. I think that's where one of the toughest fight, well, as far as I can remember, one of the toughest fight took place in Iraq. He said those guys look like they're going to Iraq to fight. And I bet you none of them were in the military. I can teach my cat or my dog how to fire a weapon and how to, shoot targets. If you have basic understanding of mechanics, it's not a big deal to fire a weapon and know how to target somebody or an object. Okay? But they don't know any more than that, most of them. The old agents, people who have been with the agency for a long time, yes, they've been trained properly and all of that. But the new ones who are running around abusing people, they'll be, if they respond, I hope I'm wrong and I'm praying this doesn't happen, you guys, they will be decimated. And I believe I've said that before. So hang in there, my friends. They are losing. Yes, unfortunately, there's potential for somebody to trigger something we don't want to see happen, but it's only going to make them look worse. That's my prediction. So hang in there. Better days are coming. And also, it feels like to me, the Trump family is not very happy with Miller either. The second topic on my title is Trump's health. And the reason why I put it there is because yesterday I mentioned, I remember his name because I remember my FICO score, my FICO score for my credit. That's how I remember his name. But I made the association so I can remember. The way he reported about Trump's state of mind. According to Governor Walz, he was talking to Trump, and Trump made reference to Venezuela, comparing the way they yanked Maduro in Venezuela. You know, it was a success. And he was asking Governor Walz, what's wrong with Minnesota? Intuitively, I feel it's part of the confusion. Some of you have been telling me for a very long time some of the symptoms of people with dementia. Walz knew what he was talking about. He just didn't want to come out and say the words exactly. But what he was implying is Trump is not well. That's basically what he was implying. And I feel like saying he's right. And let me say one more thing. The gentleman FICO, I don't know if I should call him a gentleman, but that's a habit that I have. He said he saw Trump either a year or so ago. He was different compared to what he saw, I guess, over Christmas. The point I'm trying to make is, I predicted that his disease is accelerating. In the coming months, it's going to be worse. For him to compare or to confuse extracting the president of a country to a governor of a state, he's really lost his mind, because that's what happened. I know there is a doctor on YouTube and Instagram. He posts videos how long he feels Trump is going to be around. There is potential. I'm not predicting when he's going to die, okay? But it feels like to me, given the way Trump is behaving, and like yesterday I said, a lot of people in Congress and in the Senate are worried. They're going to have to find a way. And I also said, Thune and Mike Johnson have spoken. They've met to discuss that situation. Watch what happens. As I'm saying this, it feels like to me, they don't trust Vance. They're going to have to talk to him. But it feels like to me, they don't trust him. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because of the way he flip-flops. Today he shows you one face, and tomorrow it's a whole, different person. I guess that was his way. when he was growing up to deal with whatever challenges he was facing at home. That's why he's that way. But they don't trust him. They are not as comfortable to sit with him and have an honest conversation. I don't feel they've touched that subject with him, but they will soon when it comes to Trump's state of mind. Because right now, they are all as angry and full of fear like the rest of us. And they know they're going to have to make a decision in the not too distant future to do something about this. That's my prediction. And yes, Trump is declining rapidly. That's what's going on. Okay, I think I have one more topic. I won't be able to do it. I have to remove it, but I'll do it tomorrow because I have to go to the Miller's game. I think I can make that pretty quick. Yeah, I mentioned it. Him and his wife right now, they know they're on the losing end. People are basically ridiculing both of them. Okay, they have no harbor, no one, even at the White House. His wife is no longer there. But Miller doesn't have too many friends, except for Trump. And Trump right now, regardless you see him on Air Force One, don't believe the hype. He's on thin ice. I'm not saying Trump is going to fire him tomorrow because, he's been with Trump for 10 years, but he's messed up. And his arrogance. And the other dangerous thing, his kids feel that he's using their father. Remember I told you. That will come out too. That's my prediction. Okay, I have to go to the doctors. Let's see. Oh my God, Pat Star ticket sales for Melania's movie are so bad they are paying people $50 to attend in Boston. I'm not surprised. Even in England too. Yes, you're right. It flopped. Hi, Gloria C. Okay, let's see. Oh, where was I? Okay. Oh, Hannah Webb says the oligarchs fear organized voters, coordinated labor, courts, public legitimacy loss, exposure, regulation enforced by law, accountability. Yes, but that's coming. That's another group of people. They have no idea what they've created. A lot of people don't like them. And I feel this is going to be the first time in the history of America. We love to see successful people who work hard and accomplish. But those people, a lot of them, because this is not something I don't ever remember seeing in this country. People like Bezos, the guy from Google, I don't remember their name. And I mean, all the major tech companies, they all are licking Trump's boots. And there is no reason for it. And they are going along with the destruction of this country. It's going to backfire. Remember I told you. That's my prediction, friends. Unfortunately, I have to go. I'll take a look at, I don't like to go and play my videos after this is over because they cannot, because remember guys, a year or so ago, they accused me of using Ghost when I was getting that error and they basically destroyed my channel. I'm still not making much money, but I was making half of what I make today. It's ridiculous. Not even half, Jesus. No. But anyway, so that's why I'm very careful. I wish I could get, maybe that's a suggestion. I could suggest to YouTube a way to allow us creators to get copies of the chat. Shouldn't be hard to do. But that would be a good idea because some of us at least I would love to see sometimes go over the chat, but I don't want to go and play the video to lead them to think that I am trying to, generate my money, and it's upside down the way they think. Well, not really, but they don't. I don't like some of the stuff that they do. All right, friends. Thank you very much for spending time with me. Thank you, Chat Managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmiro.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. Please don't forget to tap on the notification bell either. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye. Sorry, gotta go to the doctors.